Jason Crowder. Boston. Sacramento. El tercero es... ya me dio la base.
Dale mucho, este man.
That way, I love it.
Do you play NBA 2K?
Yes, I played it, and not good.
Baixaron, bo.
Ay, cabrón, ya yo estaba ready para macho. Está bien.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Welcome, everyone. DH.
Thank you.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Richaun Holmes.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that Coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Curry is out there with Edwards. And it's Mills. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Sacramento, we've got Barnes. Harkless is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving. Finishing and getting it done with his handling skills.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Irving attacking. Comes up empty down low. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Wizards. Fox against Irving. Fox passes to Holiday. Back to Fox. 6 to shoot. Curry with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Sacramento's ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together. Together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Now, here is Irving. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Irving finds Edwards. Buries the long-range jumper.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving against Fox. Shot on the wing, and yes, it's good. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, mid-season. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Irving from long range. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Curry's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Mills. Curry on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
Fox against Irving. Fox dishes to Holiday. Back to Fox. He takes it in. 2 points. That one goes. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Now, here is Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley.
Dando cátedra de 2K aquí, cátedra.
The Kings on top, up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on...
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Well, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings, you've got Mo Harkless. He's out there with Barnes. Sabonis is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
Inside. Here's Drummond, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. From long range or short, small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. In the third spot, Harrison Barnes.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
Curry can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. The Nets working the ball around now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Nice aggressive take that time by Drummond. Goes right into the defender to get the shot off and a foul.
James Johnson's checked in for the Nets.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And Drummond throws it down.
Well, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
Outside, Fox. 1:09 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Sabonis. Up and in on the layup. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Fox against Irving. Fox goes in. That shot off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Aldridge inside, defended by Harkless. Irving from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside, Fox. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot. Here's Curry with the three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nets trail by 4. Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. Aldridge out there with Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Irving in at the 1. And Drummond throws it down.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession. And this time, LaMarcus finds it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
There's a lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when and he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
And stolen by Barnes. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Fox against Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Fox, rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Irving up top, guarded by Fox. And it's off the back rim, no good. And there's the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Irving looking for an opening. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Right, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Hey, if you don't box out Drummond, this happens. He's an exceptional offensive rebounder who can hurt you big time with the putbacks.
Outside, Fox. From deep. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Johnson right side. Here's Drummond. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Drummond's got 9.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Outside, Fox. The shot off that time. Good D by Drummond. For the lead, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
No hay competencia, no hay liga.
Team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those
Control está
kinds of
dañado, Orlando. El control dañado, tú supiste.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They lead by 1. Harrison Barnes is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Drummond with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Harkless. Off target with his 3. The Nets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Johnson. Drives to the hoop.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has has terrific vision.
And here is Fox. Sabonis trying to get open. Fox, no good. Outside Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Back to Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Barnes. The second chance effort. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Outside Irving. Driving in. Count the basket. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Hughes goes in.
2 minutes.
Pass to Harkless. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And Drummond throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Nobody near Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Brooklyn.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meaning.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Kyrie Irving.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
Count it.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Step back on that one and let it fly. And the Nets lead by 13.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Launches a 3, and the Nets another 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I know you follow the NBA right now. What teams are surprising you the most?
Surprise team this year is Memphis, Cleveland, Chicago. Memphis got John Durant. He's just taking over the league. You know, he was out for a minute, came back, and they team they're a top 3 team in the West. Chicago was, you know, most of all first half of the season they were leading the East, but I think that Cleveland is a big surprise. One of their best players.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Mavericks taking on the Lakers. For the Dallas Mavericks, this team is playing winning basketball, victorious in 7 of their last 10 games. Lakers, Mavs. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA.
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. A moment here to see the numbers for Luka Doncic.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Brunson in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is out there with Johnson. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's James in at the 3. Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And Grant, these teams boast quality depth. As a starter, what's it like having a great bench behind you?
Well, you know, it takes a lot of the pressure off your starters. And it can also apply good pressure on your rotation guys. So competition is a good thing. And competition for minutes makes a team better. Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. First quarter, just over a minute played. Doncic with it. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. And Davis with the block.
You
see how the Browns led the league in swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness. He didn't begin.
Here's James. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Last time they lost a close one against this team. You have to wonder what they could have done if it wasn't for their foul trouble in that game.
Think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact on such a close game.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic, puts pressure on the defense every possession.
First one falls for him. And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. James outside. Johnson finds Davis.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Doncic outside. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good. Davis.
And Davis has added strength over his career. I mean, it really helps him inside.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Doncic, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
James outside. And finished off by Davis.
An elite passer in his position. James always seems to make the right decision.
Doncic outside. Dallas no good that time either.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And there's the lob. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss.
Westbrook against Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Let's go with a 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Absolutely dominant. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Now, here is James. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Into the lane. And it's James with the jam.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Westbrook. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, he can be a one-man army, rebounding, scoring, and assisting. But Russell Westbrook knows
we got to do it together, and I think that's...
Westbrook is all about winning, Grant.
Yes, he is, and his teammates will tell you as well. For all the stats he piles up at the end of the day, he's laser-focused on getting the dub.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look at how... how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
Johnson is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Avery Bradley, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. And he comes up with a bucket. James has gotten his second bucket.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
And the longevity of LeBron's greatness is unprecedented. The oldest starter in the league last season and still producing at an MVP level.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. The Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. It's James with the drive. And it's James with the jam.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And what's incredible for LeBron is not just how good he is at his age, but the mileage on his body, Grant.
So true, BA. I mean, just 3 players in NBA history have
That's how you go. That's how you go. Davis put some extra on that dunk. That's not fair.
There's the drive. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
And you talk about the overall game of Doncic. He's a tremendous passer, a tremendous rebounder, and we know he can score.
And that's what defines the great players. Even if his shot's off on a given night, he has other ways to impact the game.
Here's James. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. It's off to Utah after this one, where they'll face the Jazz. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. A good look from Doncic. Got it from about 16 feet. Doncic has got 15.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. From deep, here's Doncic. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Doncic has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
And James throws it down.
Come on, Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Here's Doncic. They grab their own miss. And Doncic with the jam.
That's what happens when you let Doncic get this close, using his vertical to perfection.
Oh, there's the alley.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, BA.
And they doubled up Doncic. Powell outside. Back to Doncic. Five to shoot. And it's blocked by Davis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. And the Lakers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Here's James. Give him 8. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Westbrook, the pass to James. Up and over Doncic. And so it's Anthony Davis. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 2 block shots, and 1 rebound.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. They've got Luka Doncic, Dwight Powell out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Brunson in at the 2. The Lakers in the lead. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Second chance shot. Again, the miss by James.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Obviously, Chris, you were an all-time great passing big. Who are some of your favorites to watch currently in the league?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, but, you know, I definitely love this one. I mean, it starts and ends with him, with me, because I played the same position, point forward, and I just see how he thinks and lets the play unravel in his head even before the play starts, and so a big fan of the Joker. I like how he drops things.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Count that one.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The Mavericks trailing. And here's Doncic. Give him 20. Takes it inside. Davis with a rebound. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Well, as great as he is, Anthony Davis is his own toughest critic. It's not enough to be a star. He wants to leave no stone unturned to be great.
Anthony, the pass to Davis.
When you're in tight quarters, that can be an awkward pass to make.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Trust Doncic to make smart moves with the ball. He puts it in the hands of a guy with a wide open shot.
And Davis, a complete player, and yet he's still improving, Chris.
As a passer, a scorer, and defensively, there's always something new.
And that one's good. Davis has got 18 points.
He can beat you up in so many ways, and Davis is giving this D a thumping tonight.
Marjanovic inside, checked by Davis. And Marjanovic gets it to go. Marjanovic gotten 4 this quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And finished off by Westbrook.
He uses his finesse to be flashy. And Westbrook is an elite above the rim finisher.
Doncic, good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Doncic passes to Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter. Here's James, and slam dunk by James.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And here's Doncic outside, connects from downtown. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Pass to Davis. Mavericks with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
Shot's good by James.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Doncic into the lane. Brunson passes to Doncic. This for the tie. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Yeah, they needed the 3 to tie it up, and he nails it. That sets up what could be a riveting 4th quarter.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Anthony Davis, LeBron James out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Johnson, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Dallas has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Doncic against James. Now here's Doncic, tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Doncic on the wing. Over James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer. Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Kicks it to Doncic. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. James against Doncic. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Here's Doncic. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, you have to love the commitment from Johnson on defense, swiping at the ball and coming up with big steals thanks to his length.
Doncic outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Now Los Angeles with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's Marjanovic. And he can't get that one. Now the Lakers take it the other way. And James puts up a deep three. And another three for the Lakers.
James never ceases to amaze me. Unlimited range. What a game.
Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
If they had an advantage tonight, came out sharp and did what was needed, nice win here for the Lakers.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Doncic has got 36 points.
And just such an accurate shooter. I mean, give Luka any room to get a shot off, and he'll take it. And that's a frustration foul. They've let this game slip away.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send-up.
And just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Lets it fly. And that one comes up a bit short. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. For 3. And he cans out.